Welcome everybody. Today is a special episode of Legions Lounge. And don't forget to grab your beer, because it's impossible follow the show without a drink. Because tonight's a special episode of Legions Lounge. You know it's time to do something special at the end of the year. I'm talking about Mythic Legions Top 5, your favorite figures, guys. Woo! Welcome everyone to my new show.
Yes. Bravo.
Awesome. That was fantastic.
Not a dry eye in the house.
Look at that background too. Good Lord. Look at
Your house is amazing.
Land.
It's
My
similar
God.
about how I can see every day from my window, because outside always everything is frozen with a tree and snow. A little disclaimer for everyone. Remember, guys, I'm Italian and I learn English with wrestling, so you know what it means.
Yes. We
Yeah,
get to
my
do a lot
English
of
will be really basic, so in the show.
we got to say brother a lot.
Yeah. Well, cheers,
Yes,
gentlemen.
brother.
Brother. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Welcome to episode 37 of Legions Lounge, where we talk all things Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, Figure Obscura, customs, and other Mythic-related action figures and other stuff. Welcome. This is our top 5 of 2022. We're your hosts. My name is Trevor, 16_shooter on Instagram. My co-hosts are toy photographer extraordinaire Nate Strong,
What's
wrote a 4 on the gram, lead detective at the Door Clear here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
What's up,
Bill
everybody?
Janowski, and from Mr. Allen in the World of Toys YouTube channel, Mr. Alan Magnetti. Woo! With his full Santa regalia, full Father Christmas regalia, really.
Absolutely. I like black is my favorite color, but in this time of the year, red is perfect.
I know. Of course. Black and red go well together, too.
Right.
We got some other great guests coming out, and then we're going to get into top 5, our top 5, your top 5. Before we get started, please take a second. Only takes a second to over smash that like button. Helps us out and lets people know that we are on. If you're new to the channel, not subscribed, please consider it. Hit that bell to be notified when we have new content. We do this show. I have the 1 6-pack where we talk about hot toys and 1 6 figures. There is toy photography tutorials, toy reviews, and soon we'll be bringing back the Articulators, which is a show that a lot of people have wanted. Yeah, think about subscribing if you're new to it, and welcome to the show. How are you guys doing tonight?
Fantastic. It's good to be back on. Missed you guys.
Welcome back, Nate. Yeah, Nate was absent in the last show.
Yeah,
Not
that's
feeling
like
well. Feeling a little bit better now.
Yeah. Makes for a long month, though, in between.
I know, right? I know. Every other week, I know it's a little crazy. How's it going, Bill?
Doing good. I'm excited to be on here with Alan. I mean, I don't think
I
we've
know.
ever actually talked in person. Just
It's
maybe
the
I know.
first time ever, Bill, me and you, and also with Nate in the
Yes.
same show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Real
pumped.
guys-
Real excited.
Total
Two
thrill.
guys you got to get on the show, man, for sure. 2 good conversationalists and interesting people. So 2 more guests for your list of 2023. We have some more guests, though, who I'd like to bring out right now. From the My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me podcast, Travis Bowles,
What?
Pelvicus himself.
Hey, there he is.
Hey guys,
How you doing, man?
I'm
What's
doing
going on?
wonderful.
Thank you for staying up with us. I know it's late for you, but
Staying
well, you know,
up,
if you need
staying out of the hot
to
tub.
go to bed or something, you could just tell us your top 5, and then you can just take off.
I could just run.
Yeah, you can just run.
All right, sounds good.
Or just disappear. Just do the
Yeah.
French leave and just get the hell out of here. And like,
I really-
Come on,
Travis is
it's too
gone.
early to go to bed. It's too early. Come on. Right here, it's only 3 a.m. It's too early.
Mr. Allen is a vampire, though, so you can't go by him.
Uh,
From the Hedgehog Action YouTube channel right here, well, on YouTube, Jonathan Denoth,
Hey.
Hedgehog Action himself. What's up, man?
What's happening, guys?
man?
And the Saturday live show on the Dorklair Facebook channel, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And on your channel and on YouTube, right?
That's right.
of those.
Cleverly named. Bill was kind enough to let us start doing a little live show on Saturdays in the Facebook group. We
love it.
simulcast it on my YouTube channel now, and it's just a place to kind of go and just chat toys. You know
I
how
love
it
it.
goes.
Yeah, I love it on Saturday, man. It's great because I'm usually down here doing something and it's on. It's fun. It's great. You guys are great. Who else is on the show? Announce everybody that's your co-host.
So it was for Ryan Gonzalez, who
Right.
most people in the Cabal will probably be familiar with. Ryan, he's a
Mhm.
really good budding young photographer and fan, and the whole thing was
Awesome
sort of his
photographer.
brainchild. He mentioned to me one time, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool if we just did this?"
Nice.
And the third member of the Saturday Day Live crew is Mr. Eric LeBron, who I think
Yeah, Eric kind of like got himself in there. He kind of worked it in.
the first
But
time
it's cool.
first time we went live, he's like, "Yo, can I join you? Can I join you?" And like, we're like, "Yeah, hop on whenever you want." And it's just three of us just kind of click. I mean, Eric and Ryan click with everybody. So
Oh yeah. It's
awesome.
awesome. It's great. All right. The final host and our fill-in guest host is the host of the Wolf King Customs Lives on Facebook and the new co-host of Just Shelved It on YouTube,
Mhm.
and our patron, Curtis Ackerman.
What's
up, man?
Curtis?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Good.
Good to have you
Taking-
back again.
Taking over the internet.
Yep.
That's
I'm
right.
on every show. You
Everywhere.
can't turn me off. I'm on every channel.
I don't know, you and me both, man. Like everybody's like Jesus Christ, you're on everything, man. I'm like, I know I'm a little overexposed. You too, man. You're everywhere.
When I saw you streaking across the pitch to the World Cup finals, I was just
I know,
like,
that
"Are you
was-
fucking
I'm like,
kidding me?"
Really, man? Come
Come
on. Come
I knew they
on.
You don't get a
Yes.
body like this and not show it off. I mean, that's
right.
the way it is.
Amen, man.
Especially in front of the entire world.
Yep.
Len LaGuardia with the $10 super chat. Happy holidays, Lounge Lizards. Thank you, Len. Appreciate it, man. Your shirt is on the way. Dave Orkin assures me that all my new shirts that I've ordered are on the way, so I will hopefully be able to get that out to you before Christmas holidays, because I'm sure you'll be wearing it to Christmas dinner.
Yeah,
why
Len
would you
used to
not?
run Wolf King Customs.
That's right.
I know. That's right.
I thought I recognized that name. Yeah.
I know you're now in charge of Wolf King Customs. Pete is now the marketing and sales manager at Four Horsemen. There's a lot of chess going on here, man. It's crazy. We got another super chat from Kevin M. Boots, my man, Kevin. $4.99.
Awesome.
Happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays to you, Kevin, man. Thank you very much. We got some stuff. I want to put this up. These are our guests right here, but I'm going to put up real quick now that we've said hello to everybody. This is everybody who donated to the Toys for Tots plus drive. It was awesome. Again, we got about $650 in super chats and donations, and I matched that and a little bit more just because it was fun. It was just going nuts, like buying stuff. We did a bunch of stuff to Toys for Tots. We adopted like 3 kids with specific wants and stuff like that, and got them gifts. And then we donated about $100 to the food bank, local food bank. So
It's awesome.
Appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. It was really awesome of you guys to come through. I mean, you guys always come through with the super chats. It's amazing. Appreciate that. And we try to give back, and we are going to do that tonight. I have not set up the wheel. I'm going to try and set up a wheel while we're doing this. I don't know how the hell I'm going to do this because I meant to do it beforehand, but I didn't. Bill, if you've got a wheel that you've used, I don't know if you use a wheel, but let me know what it is. I have one,
Wheel
but I
of
can't remember what
names.
the hell.
I just Google Wheel of Names.
Wheel of Names. Perfect. All right.
I think
We're
it's
going to take everybody.
wheelofnames.com.
We're going to take everybody who did super chats for that drive specifically, and we have a giveaway for that. You don't have to be here for it. I know it's late. Travis might not be here for it. But you will win, and there's some good prizes here. There's a couple of good first and a second place prize as well. So
Nice.
What else? A couple of pieces of news. NobleBearCustoms.com. Our friend Anthony is also doing a charity auction
Mm-hmm.
for Toys for Tots right now. I'm going to pull that up because it's really cool. He's got some really good stuff.
Super great
on
pieces
there.
from Noah and Eric Miller.
Yep.
Lenny.
There it is. Yeah. Eric Borges, Eric Miller, Noah Pratt. Look at these things, man. These are cool. Look at Noble Bear ornament.
Yeah, these are so cool.
I think I have a bid. Oh, I did. I think I've been outbid already. Yeah, on both of them. They're gonna go high, man. But there's some incredible stuff. I love this thing, man. This is great.
I do too.
Yeah. Are you bidding against me?
Perhaps.
No, okay. Right. Son of a bitch. So much for your Christmas gift. That's going on. I think. Well, Wolf King Customs has some new stuff up for sure, man. There's a whole bunch of stuff that just went up like about a week ago.
Yeah, Friday.
Let me pull that up here. Some cool stuff, including, I believe, I don't know if it's this one, but there's a sword named after the aforementioned Late Night LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
which he was super excited about, which is very cool. Do you know where that is, Jonathan?
Yep, it's the go. You gotta go back up. It's right
Did
there.
I pass it? Oh, it's this one right here.
Yeah, yeah.
No. Is it that? Is that it? Yeah.
No, not that one.
No, that's not that one.
There's another right below that one. There was one. Keep going down right there.
On the left.
Oh, there it is. There
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I can't even pronounce this. Ericola's Dola Bronze Worn Cutlass. That's very cool.
You did pretty well there, buddy.
I should have had you. do
Coming
it,
from
man.
The expert.
From you, that's high praise.
I know. I should have had you do it.
No, thank you.
That was a missed opportunity right then. $5, man. Come on. Go grab that thing, man. Killer. Some great stuff. New sculpts. Look at this thing. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's
You
from
got
Steven's
this.
Steven's OMK. It's fed.
I love it.
So do
You
I.
got
fun.
Olemius Meal Keel. That's right, Moon Keel. And the general, the one that everybody kind of put together online during the live, which looks awesome.
So cool.
This looks really cool. I got to get one of these for sure. Super cool. So that's going on. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, or is there a sale going on at Legion Shop?
Yeah. Trev, before can you go back to real quick?
Sure.
Probably doing that too. I think Planetary Dog Toys has a holiday sale going on still too.
Yes, they do. Yep, and they're open again. They weren't open for a while. I think they opened up last week.
All right. So
What did you want to see, Jonathan?
if you go to that axe right underneath the general, I think it's the one right underneath the general. Yeah. Click on that one.
Okay.
So Eric
Is
messages
this
me.
you?
Yes. Eric messaged me. He's like, dude, is this you? Am I reading this right? I'm like, that'd be really cool if it was, but it's probably just a coincidence, dude. But then he
That's
checked
great.
Len, and Len was like, yeah. He's like, it's just a little nod to you. So I
That's
guess
awesome.
A more formal axe. Well built and sharp.
Nice.
like, how cool is that?
That's
That is
awesome.
awesome. Congratulations. That's killer. That is fantastic.
Len
Awesome.
is
That's so much fun, man.
yeah.
So
Len
much
is a gem in this community.
Yeah,
Oh my
he's
God,
about as
man.
giving as they get.
Like,
Yep.
talk about generous, man. Dude is,
Yeah.
is amazing. Do we have more super chats there? No, that was Kevin Boots. Yeah, we do. Scott Baker, another one of our patrons. Happy holidays to all you good folks in the lounge. Happy holidays to you,
Nice.
Scott, man. Appreciate
Heck
it.
yeah,
You
you
are
brother.
on the list. The nice list, and you're gonna get a chance at one of these prizes tonight. So Legion's Lounge does have a sale, or Legion Shop does have a sale, right? Legion's Lounge doesn't have a sale.
I
Shop
want
does
to.
have
I
sale.
thought it was like 20% off if you spend a certain amount of money. But
That's
I'm
what I
not
thought
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
100
see it on the site, so I wasn't sure if it was still going on or I missed it. So I
Yeah.
think that's still going on.
100 plus, not including shipping or whatever. It's you get 20%.
Yeah.
And you said Planetary Dog Toys too, Nate, right?
Yes.
Very cool. All right. With that said, quickly, Nate, who is
Yeah.
in the chat tonight?
I don't know if I can do it quickly because we got a
I
full
know.
house.
I know.
But going back all the way up to
we're
the
doing
top,
really well. We've done the news. We've introduced the guests. We've done a song, a complete introductory song with Mr. Allen. So we're doing well.
we are doing good. So I'll try and zoom as quickly as
All
I
right.
can. I'm going to start with your co-host, Ivawatu. Tom, what is going on?
Cholo Figs was first. I have to say, Cholo Figs was first. I don't know. You don't usually see the first ones. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know why. But let's see. We got J Mac. We got Jesse Just Shelvin, our boy Dave Orkin, Rob Zamora, Jacob Forna, Kevin. We said hello. David Williams. This art's been just blowing everyone's minds. Ryan Gonzalez, Motu Guru.
There he is.
Luis Aristotle, Joe Rizzo, Vonnie Rotten. What's going on, my friend? David Smith, happening. Blaze Bear, Pablo, Tom Clayton, Tyler Scott, Death by Mexico, Joseph H, Bearded Toy Man. What's up, buddy? Hey, Laura, we were talking about you earlier. Figure 6, Mike Casper, Highly Articulated, Diego Lopez, Dan, Kawabunga Dude, Michael Xavier, Steve Morrow. Let's see. I'm getting there. Anthony Alceel, Eric Munoz, Will Flo, Josh MC, Elijah Baker, Josh MC. I said that. Let's see. Miss Jessum's with us. What's going on?
What's up, Keithlin?
Scott Baker, we said hi. Omar V, Velvet Intrigue. That's a new name. Omar V.
Welcome.
Peck Photos, Rick Jones, Kurt K, Patrick P. Boyle's with us. JD Gibson, The Weekend Gamer, Axel Soria, Orc S, and I think that covers them. Welcome.
Nice.
Y'all.
Thank you very much. And a super chat from one of our guests, Seasons Green, the whole lounge, and all the lizards.
Wow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I didn't know you could do that. Did you, Curtis?
I did.
Wow.
I was told I could only be on the show if I kept up my super chat, so I'll throw one out later.
Wow.
I was told I had to come.
All right, let's get into this thing. You've all, I assume, come with your top 5 lists. I hope I have mine, but that would be really embarrassing.
I better do that real quick.
Can you pull up the list again real fast and just everyone go get a drink?
Yeah.
Just go
You know what? I should have pulled up the list. So I don't have the list in front of me. I should pull it up. But if you voted and if you didn't, shame on you. You'll notice that we did explain in the Cabal that the reason that the Furious 4 and the Unknown one were not in there was because not everybody had a chance to get them, and they will next year. We're assuming next year. We'll get them as individual figures. It also would have been tough to put the Furious 4 as a pack, against it's a good value against the other things. But just putting the individual characters, I think, up next year is going to be great. And the Unknown one is one. So I'm sorry, Travis. I know you couldn't vote for Pelvicus, but
it's messed up.
Next year. We'll
do I seem that vain that I would vote for myself?
No, you don't.
I mean,
yes, absolutely.
you named yourself Pelvicus in this chat, so
I mean, Steve.
It's my name pissed. Now. Yeah,
he would have been
legally.
Pissed. He would have been pissed.
If it was me, I definitely would have voted for myself, so I wouldn't have blamed you if you did. So.
Yeah, for sure.
It is a cool figure, regardless. So I mean,
it is a great
I
figure.
it.
It's a great set, and the Unknown one is a great figure. But we will get them as individual figures next year. And next year, I mean,
to getting them into his little hot tub.
It's going to be a little tougher next year because we got Cosmic, man. We're going to have Cosmic in the mix.
Yeah.
We're going to have Poxus in the mix.
Who knows what new
figure
Obscuras?
Mm-hmm. New figure Obscuras, All Stars with skeletons. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I mean, Pelvicus is a skeleton though, so he'll fit right in.
It's going to be an amazing year next year.
Yeah, holy moly! There's gonna be so much stuff, man.
Every year is amazing with Mythic Legions.
Right?
This is true.
This
is true.
Elevating.
This is true. Yeah, Steve, repeat. You weren't able to vote. 30-day ban on. Oh. Okay.
This is where like automated,
Yeah.
what do you call it?
this is more
Automated
AI.
like control
Yes.
of that stuff is ridiculous because like that comment is completely harmless.
I saw. I think you know the Just Jay Hernandez. He posted something that he got thrown in Facebook jail or something, or Twitter or Facebook for saying something similar about just commenting on the DC cinematic universe, and he just said something to the fact like, that's what you should do. Burn it to the ground, build it back up. He didn't mean actually burn anything to the ground. He meant start the story over. But bizarre.
It's either that or Elon Musk telling you that you're banned. So it's like it's not good. It's not a good social media right now. Instagram's probably the best place, and it was going downhill for a while. So that or YouTube. What else? Yeah, Tom. That's Tom. I have a Watu.
I said something about Batman punching Hush in the face one time on Facebook and got banned for a week. Yeah.
Wow, it's a good thing that this stuff wasn't in place when I was like really putting like personal feelings up on Facebook. I don't do that anymore. I would have been like lifetime banned most likely. Elijah Baker. Oh, sorry, Nick, that's your job.
That's okay.
You want to read that one?
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Legions lovers. Loving these new pieces. Keep up the Dwarsum Orscum. Much love. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Can't get enough of the Goblin Legion builders. Perfect army builds for the ever-growing horde. Here's to a hashtag all Goblin wave.
There you go. I know a lot of people are waiting for them. I think that Dwarsum Orscum is going to get us the booty bots any second.
Orcsum.
Orcsum.
Some. Okay. Oh, it was transposed. Right. Gotcha. All right. Let's get into this thing. I think what we'll do here is I'm going to bring up the voted on top 5, the voted on, and then we'll do our own and we'll kind of compare it to what everybody voted for. So, in 5th place, as voted by you. Now we tabulated these things. Everybody put their votes in. This was pretty easy this year. There wasn't really any. There was a couple of tight races, but it was pretty easy to discern which place that they got because they just got more votes in one place than the other. But it's an interesting top 5. I'm a little surprised at some of it.
Well, but I'm anxious to see.
Let's get to the 5th place, and this is why my day was very hectic because I put together these little things and I forgot to put music onto them. But here we go. Ready?
Do you want some music?
Sure. Yes. Definitely.
There you go.
Music? Did you say music? Number 5, Lord Bardrick.
Lord Bardrick, number 5.
Great figure.
Good choice. Good choice.
Wow.
Wow, look at the presentation.
This is amazing.
Wow, these photos do it justice.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, well, in lieu of having them come up and accept their awards, I suppose we gotta do that.
I bet they look even better in hand.
Beautiful, Mr. Allen, dude. Thank you so much, man. That was perfect. Like, because I'm like, I did them, and I'm like, I didn't put any music to this. It's going to be kind of boring to sit there and watch them turn around. Like, that's perfect. Are you going to do that like 5 times now?
Bardrick's theme song.
No
They each
problem.
have
I
to have
can
their
do
own.
also if you want also 100 times. It's not a problem to me.
Beautiful.
Stuff.
I think you gotta tune it to the character though. I think that was perfect for Bardrick. That was very like forest fantasy like, but some of the other ones might be a little darker. We'll see.
No problem.
Real quick.
Some note like this.
Ooh. Motu Guru, thank you. My daughter wants me to remind everyone that there's only 6 more days until Christmas. So be good, everybody.
No chance.
That's right.
Be good, Trevor.
Yeah. We know
What fun is that?
Yeah, that's not a lot of fun in that.
Also, happy Hanukkah to our Jewish friends. Today is the 2nd day of Hanukkah, I believe.
Second day of Hanukkah today.
started
Yep. Happy
yesterday.
Hanukkah.
Yeah.
All right. I love Mythic Legions people. Happy holidays to all. There you go. Definitely. Jordan from Canada.
Nice.
All right. Let's start. We're going to go like round robin here. Curtis, we'll start with you at the bottom square there. What was your number 5?
My number 5 was the Deluxe Goblin Builder. I think, I went with all. It was based on customs, so I'm looking at what I can do with it. And I like goblins; they're cool. They're like mini orcs. And also that body, I feel like, is a better base, in my opinion, for a dwarf custom than the dwarf deluxe builder.
Yeah,
So,
it is a really cool. Yeah, it was a really cool, cool body for sure. Different for goblins, but very cool. I like that one a lot too. Yeah, for sure.
Good pick.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's go. Sorry, I'm just looking at the list. Mr. Allen.
Okay, for this
Number
one,
5.
I use is an underrated race in the mythos. I use my underrated instruments because I'm really bad with this one. But I will use this one also because that. My number 5 is the Deluxe Dwarf Legion Builder. Because we need dwarf in the line, guys. Come on, give me more dwarf. Yes, because I think I love dwarfs. We have recently not so much dwarfs in the waves, not in the recently waves. So I'm happy to have this dwarf Deluxe Legion Builder because I create a storyline with my stop motion series. For my stop motion series, I need more dwarf in the story. So that one was really cool. Also because I like the wave in general. Because we have a new ad, and I'm looking for new ad for my project in my stop motion series, etc. So that one, to me, I think is as usual. The dwarfs are underrated, like my violin in my exhibition. But I think they're really cool because the dwarfs have a charisma. They are so small, but also really. They have a good resilience, the character of like dwarves. And I put these vibes in my stop motion series story. So that one was perfect for my project.
Cool.
That is literally music to Anthony Houseal's heart right there. He's going to sample that and play it over and over again. He'll clip that one.
Yeah. He just, in fact, just said, Miss Jalen just became my favorite host tonight.
There you go.
And that's after I put out a tribute video to Anthony today.
Yeah.
I know. Well, so much for that, Curtis.
I know, right?
It's all about dwarfs, man. You know the way to his heart. Pelvicus / Travis, what's your number 5?
Disabilis. Disabilis. Whatever the hell it is.
We're with you.
Yeah.
Oh, my Santa just broke. Disabilis, yeah. Awesome figure, man, for sure.
Great pick.
Definitely.
I love the ogres. So to get a vampire ogre, like especially the one that's been teased for so long.
Yeah, true.
You know,
and the soft goods on that thing.
That's great.
My God, man.
Do you display him with the wings?
No, he does not have wings on him currently.
Okay.
I think eventually I will do that. Because that's just an amazing look. But it's kind of one of those.
Good. So good. That's a great pick.
Yeah, it's one of those room situations as well with the wings.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably bring up the Horsemen site and pull some of these up, I suppose.
You know, that was a figure that I was one of those people that as soon as they showed it, I was like in, and then that weight, you know, was kind of brutal, but that's the way it goes.
The weight of the figure itself? Oh, the weight.
No.
The weight. The weighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, look at the leather. I mean, it's not leather, but I mean, this is beautiful, man. I love this because the color, the base color is white. So like I need to do a Fury Orc ogre. So this is going to be perfect for my Fury Orc ogre. But yeah, this is a great figure. Fantastic. Good pick.
Awesome.
All right. Jonathan.
All right. My number 5 is Alder the Moose.
Number 5 for Alder. All right. There he is.
He made a moose. And I don't want that to be interpreted as a slight against Alder because there were times this year when I thought Alder might be like my number 1 figure, like of the year, period, any line whatsoever.
Yeah.
Just the fact that the audacity of just making a giant moose is just something that appeals to me. And he's just a spectacle just to behold. Like, I'll just sit there sometimes and just look at him. The only reason maybe he's not higher is that, you know, I haven't been able to do too much else with him. You know what I mean? It's hard to pick up a moose and just, I mean, I guess you can't just pick up a moose and mess around with them. But yeah, I love the moose. It just so happened that what's great about him is also, if you want to call it a hindrance, is what puts him at number 5 behind the other 4. But that's pretty awesome to be in the top 5 of all of the legions that were released this year is still pretty cool. And they made a moose, so that's why it's number 5.
Absolutely. And I've seen this on other people's lists. Watching Highly Articulated that Brick Something, who I think is in the chat, usually is, was on, and this made some people's lists for sure, man. It's even in outside of Mythic Legions, you know what I mean? Like, this is making people's list for one of the top 5, top 10 toys
for sure.
It's awesome, for sure.
I had
Bill.
Just real quick on the moose. I had a guy walk into my booth at a show, and he didn't collect toys, nothing like that. He was just hanging out at a Comic-Con, and he's like, "Is that a moose?" and I'm like, "Yeah." Dude's like, "I love moose," and he paid he paid $100 for that moose.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love moose.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I love that the Horsemen did it, because, like you said, it's crazy that they would do that, but the fact that it's going to pull in more people.
Yeah.
These mounts are definitely doing that.
Travis, did you ask him, do you really love moose?
How much? How much do you love moose?
Love moose.
Are you just saying like
200 much?
Yeah,
they're delicious.
Yeah.
I had somebody say that to me. Like, I posted that picture that I did the other day, and this guy, I don't know, I think it was on like a D&D page or something like that, D&D artwork. And he's like, I'm from Alaska, so we eat moose all the time. It's delicious. Good picture.
Did you know that in wrestling history, in the early 80s, was a wrestler in the WWF that was called Moose Monroe. He has a little bit of gimmick of the moose. He started before the match to do the vocal expression as a moose before to start the match. It was just
really?
A guy that lost every match was called Moose Monroe.
Huh, I do not remember that.
What does that sound like?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, either. Really? What does that sound like?
The sound was like, woo, something like that.
Like an elk bugle kind of, I think.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right. What you got? Moose knuckle. Yeah, he liked to eat moose. I don't know.
Hey-o.
Yeah, sure.
Where's this going?
Bill, what do you got for number 5?
My number 5 is Baron Voligar 2. And
solid.
Good one.
That was one that I didn't quite expect to like love as much as I do. That was sort of the one of the wave where it's like, oh my gosh, it just blew my mind. I think maybe part of it was the soft goods covering up a lot of it in the pictures, and I just, and I had seen even before then, like they had shown it without the soft goods, but there's just something about the whole package. Like I didn't expect to love the figure as much as I do on its own without the cloth. Yeah. And it's just, to me, for me personally, I just like it so much better without the cloth. So
it's interesting. I didn't get to pose this, so this is one of the figures that we did in studio at Four Horsemen Studio, and they basically glued these all together. It was real last minute, and Eric was out there gluing everything solid, and we're just placing them up there. So I, like when people say like, yeah, I want to see what's underneath it, like I couldn't,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like there just wasn't a way. So even when I got this, it was the first time I had seen really in person what was underneath it, and the way it moves is great. I like the soft goods, but there's a lot of great detail on this thing, man. It's incredible.
I am so in love with all of the new wired soft goods that none of the traditional ones, the furs and the regular capes, really do it for me anymore. For me,
I know we're spoiled.
It's
got a new
just
girlfriend.
being spoiled. For me, like I just couldn't believe how much I still loved it even without that stuff. So this is like a preview. This is a preview figure. This is a preview of the version 2s that we're going to be getting continually down the road. You know, like so far we've had a lot of 2.0 version 2s, right? Like, but this is, you know, this is a 1.0 version 2 with all that crazy character specific sculpt work that's going to be coming with those, you know, with those game figures too.
Yeah. You wish this kind of came with like a wired cape or something like that. Not that you can't get one in the
Yeah, I'll get one. I'm gonna probably get a cape for it. Yeah,
for sure. I do like all the fur and stuff like that. I just feel like he's an older version and more like, you know, a little more of a statesman in the
regal
vampire the vampire faction. So I dig it. Dusty says not a fan of the vampire heads, but this is probably my favorite figure. Wow.
This is one of the best. Might be my favorite vampire head too.
I think this is one of the best vampire heads too. Yeah, so exactly. Let me just jump to a little close up here. Yeah, really cool.
Yeah,
I mean, it's different than the others, and it's older and all the scars and the cracks and stuff like that. It's great. It's fantastic. All right, very cool. Nate.
Yes.
Yeah, number 5.
I have, man. I struggled to just start off with this list because there's so many.
You've been sick
this year, so. But yeah, and I've been sick. But I landed on he was higher, but I ended up coming in at number 5 with Valak.
Okay, all right.
This was, to be honest with you guys, one of the main figures I was really looking most forward to from this line. He did not disappoint. He's a stunning looking figure. I love the Falcon he comes with, and the parts are fantastic. Going back to what Curtis said for part swapping, he's just got such a badass look to him, and I mean, you just can do a lot of stuff with that with his parts for sure. So, and
this little like sash piece is so cool. You know what I mean? And like, all these new body parts. This was just one of those things in Alithia that had like all these great new, soft cloth arms and stuff like that. It was a great customizing figure for sure.
Yeah, I just think he's just so badass looking. So number 5 for moi. But
I'm surprised we got these shots. This thing fell off the table because I'm blaming it on Eric because he didn't glue the ankles tightly, and this bird just shattered, man. It just some feet were gone and stuff. But yeah, it's great figure.
Cool,
great figure. Good pick.
Here's a cool comment from Justin Collects. Hey, Trevor, here to show some support. I've only got 1 Legion so far, but I'm currently debating on what line I could cut back on or drop to justify getting more. Welcome to the madness.
Yeah.
And as we always say, sorry, not sorry, right?
Sorry, not sorry. I've been on, so I was just on Dan Who, and I'm like a member of his channel, and like I was talking about on 1/6-pack, I think next year for people who are member subscribers, no, not subscribers, members, channel members. We're gonna get people on the channel, get them on to talk during a show or something like that. So, but I was on his show, and there's so many people that just talking about Mythic Legions. I'm always trying to get him to buy them, but I think he's getting Cosmic.
He's in the chat right now.
Oh. Hey, there he is. Look at that. Look at that. His name comes up. Like, Dan. What is that? Like, what kind of magic you got going on, Dan?
Somebody say pow, pow.
I know. Pow. Have a W.
And Laura, who's never shy from holding back, says, "What do you collect, Justin? I'll tell you what to drop."
I'm going to get Dan into this. He's gonna get some Cosmic. No, you do it. You do it. He's going to get some Cosmic, but yeah, there's a lot of people on the channel that are, Marvel Legends people who are jumping in, man.
Yeah. Tom echoes that. Cosmic's going to capture a lot of new people. Absolutely, Tom.
Absolutely. The way Figura Obscura has done as well.
Yeah. And the Moose, apparently.
Right. And the Moose and mounts, horses. Everybody loves those horses.
Yeah.
All right. My number 5. Let's see if I can bring them up here before I announce it. Bing is. I went back and forth on number 5, man. I had some deluxe Legion builders in there. I like that skeleton helmet a lot. That was really good, and I do like the Dark Templar a lot. That's just a great figure to begin with. It's really cool. But ultimately, I got a lot of thoughts about using this guy and doing some customs with him. So I really love this guy. I just love his stature. I love, you know, I don't mean to be a Steve Buscemi, but he's got the bare chest and the arms and stuff. You know what I mean? So like that's great
people
for
been doing
customs and things
really
like that.
cool customs with that.
Yep.
Unique gauntlets.
And just the fact that the gauntlets, the handcuff, you know, the cuffs and stuff like that you can use for other things. It's just a really cool looking figure. It's got a great presence. I haven't shot it yet, but I can't wait to shoot it. I've got things in mind.
Yeah. Awesome.
For it. So yeah, that's my number 5.
Great pick.
Super
chat in from Tomo.
What's up, man?
My trolls just arrived. Happy holidays, guys. Happy holidays to you, Tomo.
Happy holidays.
Cool, man.
So Tomo, that's in yen. So you're in Japan somewhere. So like that's, I mean, when people are like complaining about like, I mean, I get it. Going back to the, you know, some toy drama, not to glom on my wife is going to kill me, but the fact that the heads didn't come in for the trolls, you know, you got to realize that that's going to, you know, I don't know what a lot of companies would do, but they would probably have held them back, you know, for 2 months until they got those heads. But, you know, not trying to be a shill, but the 4 Horsemen, you know, going to ship those out at cost. And, you know, cost for them in the United States is one thing. Cost to ship overseas, as we all know, is expensive. So as expensive as it was to get them in, it's going to be that much. But it's great. It's a great solution. I'm glad that everybody's getting them because I know a lot of people don't have those even original versions, and those are the new versions. So that's really cool.
Yep. Tom agrees with you.
Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, Varg was so good he had to go back and order another and happily paid more.
Yeah, I got like 4 now at this point, 4 or 5. I lost count because I just keep buying them every time I see them.
Worth it.
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, really good figure.
I assume you're putting this one up.
What's that one?
Let's be real. Trevor's top 5 begins and ends with the Myth Vengers.
Yeah, if only they could, you know, if only they could be entered. Yeah, nice, very nice, very nice. You know, my first comment or my second comment on your channel is going to be. All right, let's move on. That is number 5. Number 4, as voted by you, if you bothered to vote, is. Are you ready? Anybody got any guesses? Anybody want to like take a guess? Like what people thought? What do you think, Nate? What do you think people thought? Not yours. Don't pick yours. But necessarily. But
Alithia.
I'm gonna say Valak.
Boom!
Oh, Nate.
Whoa!
What do I win?
Music, Alan. Wow, those are some dissonant chords right there, my friend. That or you got to get that piano tuned. One of the two. Nice. Yeah, Alithia. And I'm trying to think like what the count. Let me see what the count was here. Alithia was just under the number 3. Second or third and fourth place were really tight, but yeah, Alithia.
Cool.
Alithia was number 4. We'll start from the top. I'll go first on my number 4, and my number 4 was. Let me see if I can find it here. This is not easy to do. Gotta go to 2 places here. Boom, Alithia. Yeah. Yep. Killer figure. Could have been higher, man. I mean, it was real tight with some things, but this thing is incredible. I mean, this has got those wired goods that we're talking about, Bill, and just the unique use of the skeleton hands on the back. And this is the first time we have that four-armed back piece plug and stuff like that. So just, I love the colors. I love this headdress. You know, she looks great on Phobos and stuff. So, yep, that's my number 4.
Cool, great pick.
Cool pick.
Nate, let's go back to you.
All right. I can't hardly say this without breaking into the song by the Kinks. So, Mr. Allen, can you accompany on the Father Christmas? Give me some money.
Oh, there you go. I gotta jump over to Figure Obscura for this thing.
I don't know this song.
You don't know Father Christmas? Father
okay.
Christmas.
That's an oldie. Yeah, such a great figure.
It's the Kinks, man. Good enough.
Such a great surprise. Totally blown away by it. Have been having a blast shooting it.
I love that shot you did, by the way. That was
thank
fantastic.
you.
Yeah.
I mean, just obviously everyone's been gushing about the soft goods, everything you get with it. There's just so many endless possibilities to shoot. The different heads, what you can do with it. It's fantastic.
Let's. I just want to show this real quick. Is that it? No, that's not it. Hang on a second. Hang on. They got to make this easier to do. There we go. Oh yeah, love that shot.
Thank you.
What's that owl from?
That came with the Harry Potter Bandai.
Oh, right. I love the focus on that. I love those trees too. What are those trees? Candles?
They're wooden ones. I just happened to pop into a Hobby Lobby the other day and it was like 70% off. And
this is like such a Rankin Bass thing for this, man. Like it's so good, man. I love it. So
I like also the snow. Looks like real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just a white sheet. And here's the trees. Yeah,
that's all you need.
So
all right, Bill.
Oh wow,
back to you. Oh, let me see. Hang on a second. Let me embiggen you. Oh, nice.
So they have different sizes of them, and yeah, they're wood.
I bet you if you flock that, it would be incredible.
I was thinking that same thing.
Definitely.
You know, I would say that one thing fun about living close enough to Nate is the props take up just as much room as his toys.
That's true. It's ridiculous, but
I feel that comment.
I'm sure.
Definitely. Yep. We got Curtis Ackerman super chat. Oops, sorry, Nate, that's your job. We need Mr. Allen playing music on every episode. I know, man. I know, really.
You're hired, Mr. Allen. You passed the audition.
I think
You need me, guys.
I know.
You need also this song. You find your legions.
Oh, we're gonna save that. We're gonna save that for the end.
When you got affections, you find emotions into a magic world.
We're all gonna sing it. We're all gonna sing it at the end. We're gonna save it for the end. We're all gonna do it.
It's just a preview.
The culmination of the top 5.
Nice.
Where we leave off? Bill. Number 4.
So mine. So Trevor, did you say yours was Alithia along with the pick? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mine could very well have been that.
Okay.
But my number 4 is Artemis Silver Cord 2. And it could have gone either way with those two. They're very much in the same realm for me. They're 2.0 figures with new torsos, nice cloth, good skirts and stuff. But for me, the Artemis,
it's a killer figure.
I just really love this figure, and I've found just endless uses for that cloth. And I had
yes, you have.
I've ordered an extra one of her originally, knowing that was going to be something I wanted to use again and again. So yeah, that worked out really well. I love that shoulder armor. I love the belt. Like, she just got so many cool little pieces and parts, and so that's my number 4.
Good pick. It all comes together really well. And I actually just sold. I had a couple extras of this one. I sold one to Cloud Foxball from Dan Hu's show, who is a new convert to Mythic Legions. So she's going to get into it as well. Oh, look who's here.
I'm just going to put that up too.
That's funny.
He actually asked me to be on Legion's Cast tonight, but I was like, sorry, I got a prior engagement.
You're recording Legion's Cast on a Monday night, Steve? Really? Wow. That was really passive aggressive, dude. All right, Jonathan, what do you got for us? Let me back up here so I get the full list.
All right. My number 4 could have been higher.
Okay.
It's this guy right here. Black
tell me the
Knight.
name.
The Black
Wow. There you
Black
go.
Knight, because of things like this. So,
Sweet.
Anybody that's even gotten into like popping and swapping at all, the Black Knight is one of the best base figures to use for
Yeah.
pop and swaps. And it
Yeah,
wasn't like, you know, when I think of like a top 5, I normally think of like the named characters
Yes.
as far as you know, the figures that rank higher for me, because I think of, you know, the lore behind the character, the look, you know, anything behind the character, how I ended up with the figure. And before reinforcements, I didn't have a Black Knight. But when I did an all-in for reinforcements, and when he came in, and I also ordered a Sir Gerard, because if you remember, the Sir Gerards were available along with the reinforcements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did. This was like, if I'm remembering correctly, this is actually like my very first pop and swap, which was just like a dark Gerard, just a Black Knight and a Sir Gerard put together. And ever since then, I needed more and more Black Knights. So as far as like customizing, popping, and swapping, I mean, I think it starts with Black Knight for me at least, and I think he just goes with everything. He's just one of the epitomes of Mythic Legions for me is Black Knight, because he's just so versatile.
Cool. I
Definitely
think he's a stunning figure just by himself too.
Hopefully, though, everybody doesn't take your cue for our pop and swap contest next year and make everything black and red. Please, please, for the love of God, make something not black and red.
Everything is going to be black and red.
I'm going to give it a special award for not black and red figures.
Right.
I'm
What's
black
up, Kevin?
and red. I'm ready.
Kevin?
I know. You're always a winner, Mr. Allen. You're always a winner. Kevin from Toying Around, hello there. Stopping by to say what's up. What's a Mythic Legions? You know what a Mythic Legions is. You have one, and you have Father Christmas that you opened up on your show the other day.
That's right.
Check out Toying Around for that episode.
Anybody that's on the toy internet knows that Trevor is around spreading the gospel.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
We
but
talked about that on Toying Around.
Unparalleled Universe. He's on Kevin's live the other night. I'm stopping by. He's spreading the gospel. So Trevor's out there doing the work.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment for me to talk to you about the good word? Our Lord and Savior, the Four Horsemen. All right. Who's up next? Who we got? Travis. Back to you, man. Travis.
I love all the Deluxe Legions builders, but there was one that was especially hit for me, and that was the Dark Templar.
Yes.
Cool.
Hell yes.
Very cool.
For sure.
You know, simple figure for the most part, but man, it just works so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. This I got to tell you, man, this just barely didn't make my list, and it almost made my 5th because it is great.
It's so cool.
Versatile. Go ahead, Travis. Like expound.
It's just you know, for me, I like the Black Knight is one of my favorite figures as well. So when it comes to like, I don't always need like it's super flashy or anything like that, because I'm a Legion builder. I love having, you know, 4 to 8 of these guys. And this was one of those figures that I'm like that black and white, and you know, also just being kind of the opposite of the Templar is super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a cool matte black as opposed to the Black Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the matte gray colors of the armor that it came with. It was a really cool contrast with the black, the solid black of the outfit. It was really, really cool. Loved it. Definitely loved it.
And the helmet too, you know, the attachments there, it just was super
cool.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, you get the what do you get? The horn? Wait a minute. Was it just these, or didn't it come with horns too?
I think it's
Just
just those.
those.
Oh, it is just those. Yeah, you're right. Yep. I'm thinking of the Barbarian. Cool. All right. Mr. Allen, you are up. You want to put it to a little music?
I need another instrument.
The egg.
Oh boy.
Oh
wow. Look at that thing. Holy moly.
When I pick my characters, I think about my storyline in my stop motion series, and also because I have a huge diorama with a forest inside, with real stone, real woods, and this character is perfect for this Dio and also for my story. And I pick this character also because I think that he's a game changer. This guy is a centaur, and his name is Apharius.
I had it picked.
Nice.
Definitely.
So I like this one because it's something new race in the line, a game changer, and also because I have this in my toy room. I have a wall with diorama sculpted inside the wall. It was made by my father, and one of these diorama is really big, and it was a diorama. It's a forest with stone, woods, and this stuff. And when I did the review, I used this diorama for this guy, and when I saw this figure, I thought this is perfect for me, and I like it because give me some vibes, also something more ancient, like the Greek style, something like that. No, some really mythological, also not only fantasy. And I like these vibes, the charisma of the character. I like it.
Definitely. Yep. I am surprised that this wasn't higher. I mean, I'm not saying it's not in the top 5, in the voted top 5, but yeah, I'm surprised there weren't more people voting for this, because this is a new body type, and a new, obviously, centaurs. People have been talking about centaurs and making centaurs. I mean, Stefan Delator was making centaurs, 2 or 3 years ago with parts from other figures and stuff. So yeah, really surprised. Good pick, man. Definitely a good pick for sure.
Awesome.
All right, Curtis, number 4.
My number 4 is Varg.
There you go.
I like the figure on its own. It's kind of like a little pit bull looking character, like kind of this like angry, I don't know, brutish, like pet, like evil pet.
Yeah, it's like a bulldog.
Like a little bulldog. But I think the thing that made me put him on my list is I've seen some Iron Dwarf customs with this body. And it's just perfect. Like that body is just a perfect base for if you want to make an Iron Dwarf. So once again, from a custom aspect, I think this one adds a lot. And those wrist wraps are really cool.
Yeah, that's all new. That's new stuff. I bought a couple of. I think it was my action figure customs of the. No, maybe it wasn't. The gargoyle heads. Was that Len? Wolf King? I'm
not sure which ones you're talking about.
They're little like they're meant to look like sort of gargoyle stone heads, and I bought them for these specifically to paint these up like stone. It's like the next thing on my list. I can't wait to do it.
I think there was some on Legion Shop. I'm not sure if that's what you're talking
about.
Oh,
maybe it was Legion Shop. You're right. I think it was Legion Shop. You're right. It was.
Yeah. I know Len had one that he put on that Walter DeMarco did. That's kind of like this helmeted dwarf. It's kind of got even the beard is like armored. And he did one that was an Iron Dwarf with that head, and it was so good. So
yeah, doesn't Eric LeBron have some cool like gargoyle-y looking customs he made? I want to say.
Yes, he does. Yep. 78. You resemble that remark, dude.
Nice.
Welcome. Thanks for coming, man.
We're rubbering your glue.
just bought that Dio he made, man. It's great. I'm not gonna get the best one now. I just busted his ball.
Wait, am I in the wrong place?
You just dress older. That's all. All right.
The real age is the age that you have inside of you. The real age, not the age that you have in your documents.
Exactly. All right.
We're all children at heart, buying up and supporting the toy lines and the toy industry right now. 25%. Shout out.
25%.
Yeah. Did you put that article up, Bill? Was that you? Because I just saw that article.
I just saw it. I ran across.
Just saw it. Yeah.
And also the artist as a child inside, because if you forget your child, you forget creativity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
True.
All right, Mr. Allen, be prepared.
Can I have Mr. Allen around me all the time from now on?
I know. I just want him to when I enter a room, I want him to just play like a little theme song for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Need my walk-up song.
It's Trevor, and he's here, and he's got a drink, and he's going to watch TV with his dog. I watch your show all the time, man. I can do you. If I can play the piano, I can totally do it. I can just take over. wear those glasses and a dark suit. I'd be Mr.
I believe you are Gemini. What is your astrological sign, Trevor?
What did you say I was?
Gemini.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
Wow.
me. We are on the same page.
When's your birthday,
I'm
Mr. Allen? Mr. Allen, when's your birthday?
My birthday is June 12.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Nate and I have the same birthday. All right. Are you ready with some mystical?
I'm always ready. Always.
Mystical music. Are you ready for number 3? Yes. All right. This is your number 3 as voted by you. It's very sad.
More happy. Okay, more happy.
Oh, it's older. There you go. That's older. Perfect. Look at this majestic son of a bitch.
He looks like he's on Star Search.
Right?
Shining on him.
Mr. Moose.
All right, you're making us look older.
Yes.
Just with that comment.
Yes, you're really dating us, Curtis. Come on.
And my Ed McMahon imitation too. Jesus Christ.
Like Moose Monroe, the wrestler.
Yes.
Tom says a beautiful moose melody. There you go.
Thank you.
Beautiful. All right, yeah. So Alder the Moose, number 3 in the number 3 spot by 1 vote.
Wow.
He got the most, we weighed this based on what place they got the most votes, and then from the top down. So it is a little bit of science going on here. I don't want to divulge it because it's way too complex for everybody to figure out. But it's basically 1 point. It was basically 1 point that Alder beat Lithia. So that's that. I'm going to go No, I'm not going to go randomly. That's not going to be a good idea for me at this point. Curtis,
reverse it back, snaking back up. Yeah.
Curtis, what was your number 3?
My number 3 is the Dark Templar. So
Dark Templar. Okay.
Yeah,
yep.
I agree with everything Travis said as far as it's nothing super fancy, but it's just a great look. I like everything Templar. Obviously I'm involved with Wolf King Customs, and I love everything Emil and Steven have been doing with the God's Fire series. So I know, there's quite a bit coming that's going to relate to that Dark Templar character.
Ooh.
So
Tales out of school.
Yeah. So I don't know. I love this figure. I nice. Also saw some people in the Cabal that were dyeing the arms and legs like a little bit darker, and I thought that was kind of a cool look. So I've not done that before, but I might try to do some of that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder how that takes. I mean, they're using the RIT, so that's like that gray, which is I did a horse with that, and it comes out, very dark black. So I imagine that would look pretty cool. Yeah. I'm wanting to take one of these things and really highlight, some of the rivets and maybe even do the chainmail silver and stuff like that. I think it's just going to look really cool.
That'd be cool.
And that's what I love from a customizing standpoint. I have a few builders here on my list. Is they're just such a perfect character to start with. If you want to get into doing some painting, like you said, you paint some rivets, you do something on a belt. Like, it doesn't take a whole lot to really transform these figures, and they're a cheap one to get in with. So if you've ever wanted to even start with some customizing, even if it's just throwing a soft good on it or something, I think these figures are kind of perfect for that.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. I saw that up on the Cabal. Yeah, that did look good.
That was a cool look.
I mean, they go really well with the regular Templars too. The match is pretty close.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Allen, what instrument are you playing? You got a cello or something, or no?
No, I use
a piccolo.
I play only 3 instruments.
Piano, all right.
Violin, reband.
You need some bongos or something like that. Just like a little
triangle. Come on.
But I play also keyboards, electronic stuff by Evan right here.
Okay.
I need to play a similar song. I remember when I did the review for this guy was some months ago. And at the time I felt like a Christmas in October. When I opened the box of a nice animal that have the same name of a wrestler of the early 80s called Moose Moreau. So my number three is Halder. My number three is Halder.
Beautiful.
Not a dry eye in the house.
Because when I opened this box, wow, this is Christmas before Christmas was super cool. It was a surprise to me. The details, the feelings. I feel, and I know that with the Santa Claus or Father Christmas, whatever, we have the elder, another type of animal. But I don't know why with this moose in my hands, this is Christmas. I was super happy.
Nothing says Christmas like a moose in your hands. I mean, it's like, I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Yeah.
So I love this figure because also it's another something new animal in the line. So I like that for many reasons. Also for stop motion series that I have, because I focus, like many of you are focused to do custom. I did some custom only with WWE Hasbro figures, but for Mythic, I use Mythic for my custom story. So I use this way to pick my character in general.
There you go. Good pick, man. It's a great figure.
It's awesome.
It is definitely a great figure. All right. Travis, what do you got for us for number 3?
My number 3, he's been brought up already, but it's going to be Valak.
Okay.
I just love that vampire, and he was one that I will say the pop and swap aspect of seeing stuff that people have done with him made me even more excited about him by the time I ended up opening him.
Has anybody in the chat or here taken the bird off? Because the hawk will come off. I mean, you'd have to heat it up, but you can remove the feet and take him off the if you want. I don't know if anybody's done it, but it does work.
Haven't tried it yet.
I've used a fun tack to put a little bat on his hand instead of the bird.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. Very cool.
Didn't you do a shot where the bird was flying, Trevor?
That was with
Balder?
What was his name?
Is it Balder or
no? It's the what's his name? Sir.
Or was that Dubon?
Dubon. Yeah.
Dubon.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know where Balder came from, but yeah, Dubon.
Yeah, and that was another probably something we won't do in the future. Much like the bottles and things like that, where I get creative and
how dare you get creative?
I know Jeremy and I talk about it what the first thing everybody's gonna say is the bird comes off. It's like, well, yeah, technically the bird comes off if you want to heat it up and pry it off, but yeah.
And it flies too, right?
Yeah, it flies. Totally flies. It floats.
They fly now?
Like a drone.
It has drone technology. Exactly.
It's getting really complex.
Horsemen are crazy.
Okay. It's crazy. I know. See, Jessam's doing electronics now. It's nuts. Jonathan, what do you got for number 3?
All right. So my number 3, I bet, is going to be pretty high on a lot of people's lists, including the overall list, but it's actually the Headless Horseman pack.
Wow, number 3. All right, you're gonna make me jump over to the Figura Obscura area.
Now, I do think this set is incredible. If you had told me 2 years ago or however many years ago that the 4 Horsemen were going to do a Headless Horseman set with a full horse and everything and flaming pumpkin and all this stuff, I just would have lost it. And it is.
I said you were crazy.
It's an incredible set. And Trevor, your photos for this thing were incredible. They were just amazing. Honestly, I'd find myself looking for things to try to say negative about it as if it's not number 1. And the only thing I can possibly say is maybe part of what's awesome about it also hurts it. It's a figure and a horse together. So it's like, is that even a fair fight? You know what I mean? Because it's so incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't put the combos in there either, like Alithia and Phobos. You know, I mean, this is the only way you could get this. You could get them separately, which is why I put them in there separately and not as a set to just confuse, you know, which one do I vote for. So, I mean, this is what it is. I mean, it's a great set, great value, but I mean, it's more expensive than the others. So, you know, not necessarily for everybody in it. You know, we'll see where it stands. But yeah,
That wire cape is amazing. It's a fantastic set. The only other thing I could say, and this is like the nth degree of nitpicking, right? Is that as soon as I like, it's amazing and I love it. As soon as I saw the body, I'm like, oh, that's the Valak body. And not even as negative, but I tell you what, if I had not seen Valak first and I saw the Headless Horseman set first, and this is probably just a me thing, he might have challenged for number one. So on some level, just the fact that I looked at him and I was like, that is I looked at the body and I was like, oh, that's the Valak body.
Interesting.
It maybe took an 1/10% off. And again, it's my number 3, so it's amazing and I love it, but it's not quite in my top 2.
All right, that's fair. Fair enough. That is the way you feel. Bill, what do you got for number 3?
My number 3 is I should pretty much just repeat what Jonathan said about his number 4.
Oh, okay.
And that is the Black Knight.
Okay.
And it's pretty much all of the same reasons.
I could see this from you.
I got like right here. Here's my collection of Black Knights. It's a bag of like 5 Black Knights just disassembled because I use them so much. Like of all of the figures that came out this year, this is the figure I've touched the most. I've swapped the most. I've done the most just fun stuff with. I've just had such a blast with it. And like Jonathan, same thing. I had never had one before. I also think it feels like the one, you know, I generally like Legion builders are awesome, but like this one just feels slightly beyond probably because of the finish. You know, it's got that shininess. It's got a couple colors in there with the reds and stuff, but yeah, I mean, if I had it before, it wouldn't even be on my list probably, but it was new to me. It came out this year. I bought a bunch of them and I like zero regrets on buying tons of these things. Like it's such a good figure.
Bag o' Nights. Pop and swap chop it. I got a party with Bill.
Bag of Glass.
Oh God. Oh, talk about references. Johnny Bag of Glass. Come on, Bill. Good Lord. We're all so old. That's great. That between that and Bill bringing up the I shouldn't even bring this up, but the NFL pencil vending machine in schools. I was like, holy shit, man. I cannot believe that like somebody, I thought that was just us, man. It was very weird. Yeah. Endless pop and swap possibilities. And yeah, I'm going to assume many of you have watched the Dorklair videos of any of his reviews. He'll pop and swap at the end. And yeah, this is definitely your number one, like go-to for any of the figures that have come out, especially anything with red in it. I mean, it just works with black or red. I mean, it's
this goes perfectly with my number 5, which was the Baron 2. Like this is the same exact finish. This is a vampire finish, you know? So it's really good for vampires.
Dude, Will, seriously? You know what I'm talking? We know what we're talking about. LeBron, come on, you guys are young, man. You really? Wow, no shit, that's crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I wish that I had.
I know you're young. I know. How many times are you gonna remind me?
Well, I gotta add to that, Bill.
Relatively.
That wasn't it. Christmas.musetechnical.com. Is that the site?
Yes.
Oh, the catalogs.
Oh my God! I spent hours going through that site. It was like, wow, I didn't know that existed.
For this week, we're gonna finish. So we kind of like we went a little long and then we cut it short, and we're gonna finish up the 1986 Sears Christmas catalog on the Dorklair this Thursday night. It'll be our true Christmas episode. Larry couldn't make it last time, so we didn't get to exchange gifts like we always do. So we'll be doing that this Thursday night. It's gonna be fun. Cool. This will be our first gift exchange now that we're doing live streams.
Fun.
Nice. Awesome. I can't. David Williams too. Me too. I'm trying to remember how much they charged for them. I thought it was like 50 cents or something, or was it 25?
That much?
Maybe it was 25 cents.
I thought it was like
it seemed like a lot at the time
Yeah,
because
I
it was
just
like
remember I never had money for them. I remember.
I
them
know.
there,
I was like
but
in
didn't
third
collect
grade, and
them.
I'm like, oh, I don't even have a quarter, man. How sad is that? Yeah, there you go. Oh, damn, Eric, you look good.
I remember
man.
the
I
pencils.
didn't realize you were
I remember
49.
the vending machines. Also, yes, Eric is 49.
Yeah, right.
Huh.
Damn.
Good for you, man.
No kidding.
Moisturizing.
Clean living.
It's single.
I don't know about clean living, but
It's clean living.
25 cents for 2 pencils. No shit.
Wow.
Andy's got a good memory.
No
Wow.
kidding.
What the hell? I want your diet, Eric. Give me your
Yeah.
diet.
It's that West Coast life.
Staying up late
Sudoku?
and eating Sudoku and kale, probably, most likely. It's in California. It's late. So.
Kale.
Yeah.
All right, I've lost track. Who are we on
Something
here
green.
for number 3?
We are up
Jonathan.
to me.
Oh
right?
no, you, Nate. We're going backwards, right? Okay.
It's been covered before, so I won't linger too much. But mine was
Okay.
Alithia.
There you go.
Just
Okay.
Such a striking figure, absolutely gorgeous.
Yep.
Head sculpt,
Yep,
the
yep.
details on everything, the soft goods, the extra arms. I could go on, but we've already done it, so
Yep.
we can keep
Beautiful
rolling.
figure.
Yeah, she's
Cool.
just stunning,
Appreciate it.
stunning.
All right, we're on number 3. My number 3 is round and round she goes. Artemis 2. And this came real close, man. This is like fighting for number 2 and number 1 even with me. I really love this figure. I love everything about it. It's probably my favorite. Well, no, not quite, but it's very close to being my favorite figure in this wave. I don't know, man. Females, something
It's a
about
really
them.
good figure.
Beautiful.
And it just, like you were saying, Bill, like all the details in it, and they're all working together and they all work together. You know what I mean? They don't overpower each other, and the cloth goods and the wired cloth goods. It's excellent. Yeah, love it. Fantastic. All right. That's number 3. All right. We're up to number 2. So my number 2.
Do you want to
I'm
do
gonna have
the
to-
you want to do the fans one first?
Oh yeah, right. We got to do the fans one. Thank
Look
you.
at
Thank you.
Travis keeping us on
Travis on top of
schedule here. And
All right, Mr. Allen. Are we ready with some music here for number 2? All right, here we go. Ready? A little darker for this one. Ready?
Okay, darker.
Valak.
Look at that. That was amazing.
sweet.
Valak was tight there, man. Valak was up there. A lot of votes for this figure. Beautiful.
Ominous.
Perfect. Excellent. Perfect.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, thank you for the wheel of names, Bill. I appreciate it. Just saw that. Yeah. So Valak was your number 2. And it's a good one, I gotta say.
Excellent choice.
Super
My
fun.
number 2, I'm gonna have to jump over to Figura Obscura World with the Headless Horseman.
Wow. Number 2.
Yeah, I mean, this is making my list for a lot of top figures overall for the year. I mean, surprise, surprise. You know, I'm a Mythic Legions shill.
What?
But it really is. It's fantastic. Yeah, I know.
Shocker.
It's a fantastic figure, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think value-wise, the way it was put out, the things that it comes with. Yeah, it's the Valak body. I get what you're saying, Jonathan. But I think outside of that, like, and outside of like people who are not into Mythic Legions, I mean, this had such an impact on the toy world. Like, people were talking about this for weeks on shows and stuff. And believe me, I watched them all.
If you weren't on them, you were watching them.
I know. I'm in the chat. I'm telling people. It's an incredible figure. Yeah. So yeah, very close. Very, very close. You'll see what my number 1 is, but that was my number 2.
I think
The-
that this figure, like the Krampus, have also the big help that we have also movies about these characters. No, I
True.
think because of that helps also the figure to put many people inside the line. I think it's a good pick also for that, because the movie with Tim Burton was really cool about the Headless Horseman, by the way.
One thing on that figure too, the soft goods on it, like when you see it in pictures, I mean, it looks like a good, solid cape. But when you look at it in person, you see the chain and the two colors and how it's, the seams, like it's so good to where it doesn't look like something that is, man-made at our scale. It looks like it's, made at that scale.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It looks like a Mythic Legion seamstress sewed that cape. They did such a good job with that.
The cloth good pieces that we got, and this torso and this skirt piece, I think is some of the best stuff that they've done, man. Look at the little leather texture in there. It's really, really great. I think you're right, Curtis. I think a lot of people looked at this who are outside Mythic Legions, who were, like, oh, I'd love to get in, but like, there's nothing I really relate to, or I don't know the stories or whatever, but they know the Headless Horseman, and that was it, man. That's all it took.
Also, the fact that they engineered a way to have the flaming pumpkin in his hand up like he's going to throw it. And this has been up like this, like.
Yeah, mine too. It's on the shelf. Yep.
For like a couple of months now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's still, hanging
the neck piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know some people had some loose wrists on that one. I didn't have that. I don't know. I don't know if it was just a matter of.
Yeah, me either.
I know, like Jonathan was saying earlier, he was trying to find something to not like about it, and the only thing I can think of was the timing before Legions Con. that was the only thing that I wasn't, like, man.
I remember all those. Yeah, I almost forgot about that, but you're right. Like, yeah, there was a lot of consternation about really.
Just because so many people were saving up, and then it was like, wow. Well,
then everybody wanted to buy 4.
Yeah. But
and you can just get it at Legion's
great
Con,
figure.
Yeah. I'm not telling tales out of school. I don't know anything about what's going on. Well, I do, but it's not as. But Halloween is an obvious choice. Again, they've said that this is not going to revolve around holidays. Every one of these things, and this may be the last one. We don't know in terms of holidays, but Halloween being horror related, and some of this stuff maybe being monster related, it ties in. So we'll see. Maybe they'll do it around dates that have to do with the characters that they're talking about, and it won't be Halloween. So this may just be a one-off in terms of Halloween.
Yeah, and I like the idea that Jeremy had a couple episodes back where he said get a couple of those gift cards and just keep them on your account.
Yeah,
so that if there is a surprise drop of a figure obscura, you got that there, and you can so.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, buy those gift cards, man. I don't believe they should be in the list similar to the exclusives. No, but here's what we're doing, Vonnie. Like, everything, I realize they're not Legions, but they are Legions adjacent, and Cosmic is going to be there. Cosmic is Legions. Mythic Legions is Legions. To me, they're Legions adjacent. Yeah,
technically, is it on the box? I know the Krampus box says Mythic Legions. I'm not sure if the Headless Horseman box says Mythic Legions, but you might be able to get technical with the box because it might actually be on there.
Yeah.
Plus, it's 90% Mythic Legions parts.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not quite a fair fight. I agree. It's not exactly a fair fight with.
Well, there's always going to be tough things. You know what I mean? Again, I think if they had released the Furious 4 as a 4-pack to everyone and not just as an exclusive, I think I would have had to put it up there as a 4-pack. And who's not going to vote, for that as a great amount of stuff? It's tough. It's weighted. Yeah. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? It's the Meryl Streep of, what are you going to do? It's like she's in the mix. She's going to fucking win. You know what I mean? It's over.
Yeah.
Travis, number 2. Right?
Did you skip a few people? Yeah.
Oh, who did I skip?
Well, you started, right?
Who are we on?
Yeah, I think it's Nate.
Right. Bill? Is it? Oh, it's. Oh, I'm sorry.
Nate, did you do your number 2?
I did.
That was
not,
all on my
But
pick?
again, it's been covered, so mine is Alder. for
Okay.
all the reasons that have been stated already.
Yep.
So
Fantastic figure. Throw him up there anyway, just to give him his flowers.
yeah, I mean, again, they did a moose. Fucking awesome.
They did a moose. They did a moose. That should be the statement for the figures of the year.
Hashtag they did a moose.
They did a moose.
Bill?
So back when we used to wonder if there would be a early bird bonus, right? Like there was a few waves in a row where there was an early bird bonus, and when Alithia went up, it wasn't quite known. They didn't mention it, and we weren't sure if there was going to be an early bird, and I was still in that mode. So I would just immediately order one so that I could get it in within the first day, and I always would just make sure that I picked one that I knew I wanted multiple of, that I knew was going to be a favorite of the line. And this was one where, unlike Baron Voligar 2, that kind of surprised me. This one I knew from the get-go I was going to love, and it totally confirmed me for that. And you're hovering right on it. It is.
I know, I'm trying to. It's Bargic. I knew it's Bargic.
Yeah, like this figure is, aside from some of these bigger sets, this would be, this would be my number one. This figure is just, it's amazing.
It's killer.
Brand new top to bottom. Like this was also the first one I got in hand because that shipped out well before the rest of mine, because I had some of the later shipment figures in my big order. So this was the only one I had for a while. Thanks to you, Trevor, I was able to review a couple other ones. But so this was all new. This was just such a fresh, brand new figure for me. The head sculpt is incredible, top to bottom, just an amazing figure. I love it so much. It's one of those just awesome characters. Not only is it like super fun for swapping, which is like my favorite thing to do, but it's also just on its own, just kind of like the same way Artemis comes together. Like it's just all, it's all there for this figure.
Yep. I mean, the one I love this figure. I mean, it was one of the first ones I think I shot from this wave. The one thing that held me back was the hair is a bit of a pain in terms of like posing it.
Posing, yeah.
Yeah, I wish it was a little softer, but I mean, the overall look of it, and you can pose it. I did pose it. I had his head turned. He held the bow. It all looks good. It all works with those pauldrons. It's a beautiful figure, man. It's really, really good for sure.
Yeah, color combo is great.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Awesome figure.
And like this wave hit. So when that final shipment went out, this wave was really a fall wave. Like I got a lot of my stuff right around the same time, if not slightly after the Headless Horseman. So like everything was just like coming together in the fall, and like Bardrick's got fall colors. Artemis is fall color. Like it's all like very autumnal. He's the, what is he? The Autumn Lord, Autumn Court Lord or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. Good timing on this wave.
Kenar, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Steven says, no, F4 is not a 4-pack. Lord Bouchatti is the clear standout of that set. I probably
disagree.
He's translucent?
Well, we just found out the whole Lord thing's a farce. So anyway.
Well, they're very good. They create a lot of things, I'm sure, that makes braiding the hair like really super fast.
They work
perfect.
Yeah.
They're really annoying. I mean, I love them, but elves are really like pretentious and annoying. But I do like them.
Great eyebrows,
Jonathan. What's that? What's that?
Just a dumb joke. I said great eyebrows too. I was going.
Yes, they do have great eyebrows.
On fleek.
All right. My number 2 is this guy, Baron Voligar, number 2. We've talked about him a lot, but this guy really blew me away. And in the same way that Alder was like, he's a spectacle to look at, because he's so grandiose.
Yep.
With Baron Voligar too, it's just that you can look into him and like you can keep looking, like in the armor, all the detail.
Yeah, look at this.
You can get
look at these pauldrons. Look at these pauldrons. The snake, the spine, the skeleton of the dragon thing on here. It's nuts, man. I mean, this Alithia herself, right on his chest here. It's insane.
And I tell you what, Alithia is the first Mythic Legions wave that I got in on the pre-order for.
Okay.
And Baron Volgar 2 is the one that sold me on it. And it was the presence. And for me, like a lot of people, and Bill's right, talking about that if you take all the soft goods off, he's incredible without it. That's true. But the fur coat,
I know,
and looks with it is totally sold it for me when I first saw him like that. And I still love it. You know, it's right. Like this, you know, this cape, I'm going to replace it because this doesn't hit it anymore.
Where are you? Hang on a second. Let me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the cape. Oh, right. Oh yeah, the cape. Yeah. I know.
But everything else, like the removable chest plates that I didn't know was removable at first, and the incredible detail, the shininess to it, and the fact that I'm partial to vampires anyway.
It's totally like this right here. It's totally Dark Shadows, man. It's like totally, you know, Victorian, you know, Middle Ages vampire. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm a big Anne Rice guy. Love vampires. Vampires are my favorite. So Baron Volgar, like, can't get away from it.
Cool. Travis, number 2.
My number 2 was Alithia.
Okay.
Just like everybody said that's talked about it. I just yep, I love that figure. I love the forearms on the back, skeletal arms. Even the sculpt on her shirt or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like
this pop was amazing.
Yeah, it looked to me like it. I mean, that looks soft goods.
Yeah.
It was just such an amazing figure, and for me, the Dark Four, you know, they're probably some of my favorite figures that they've done. So she fits right in there.
Yeah, cool. There's nothing. I mean, again, this is another like Baron Volgar thing, like just like detail everywhere you look. I mean, like just think about the amount of time it took to sculpt this piece. You know what I mean? It's just so much work that goes into these things. It's nuts. So cool. Yeah, it's a great figure for sure. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I think when I started out, this was closer to number 2 as well. But man, there's so much good in here. So who knows? All right. Mr. Allen, what are we playing?
For this one, I try to play 2 instruments at the same time. Let's see if I'm able to do that.
Wow. Don't hurt yourself.
No problem. Maybe I will hurt the Christmas tree behind. You know I'm going to live in the night. So because I'm a guy that live in the night, I love vampires. They are my favorite race. In the night you can see in the world of mythos, the vampires are all vampires. They wears a cape, a fur at the same time. With dragon on his paw drains. Yes, I know, Jonathan, steal my number P2. I like so much the figure. Take a look his face, the scar on his head, the white eyes. This guy knows everything. Maybe he's the only one wise vampire in the line.
Woo! Good vibrato.
Woo! That was incredible.
So it's awesome. I like so much this figure. And I wait a little bit because in general, I pre-ordered my figure from a retailer in Europe to save money with the shipment and taxes. So I got this one late, but when I got this one, I'm not the guy that complain to waiting something, because like Christmas, you need to wait Christmas to enjoy Christmas. So if you need to wait, the only problem to me, because I live overseas for you, so I'm the YouTuber that got that got the figure. So to do reviews could be problematic for that. But however, when you got something that you wait for a long time, will be very happy, because finally you got like to meet the girl only with letters, and when you finally meet this girl, you can kiss her. Will be the best kiss of your life.
Wow. All right.
Thank you, George.
That's only number 2. Excellent. Thank you very much, man. That was fantastic.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
It's been a good day.
It is.
Immortalized as a Wolf King Customs axe and a Mr. Allen song.
I mean,
I feel like I'm done here, right?
I know, right?
This is the best day of my life.
Peak.
You got mentioned. You're part of the
Wedding
lyrics
day,
now.
Kids born today, right?
Awesome.
All right. Very cool. Curtis, what is your number 2?
For my number 2, I'm gonna play 5 instruments at the same time.
Wow.
No,
Top that, Mr. Allen.
yeah. I went with Valak, number 2.
All right. Okay.
I just, once again, from a customizing perspective, you've talked about it, but those cloth arms and upper arms and legs,
Yep.
As well as like that skirt piece and the torso. And I don't know that we've mentioned it yet so far, but the removable chest plates, like that adds so much on this line and this wave. So
great mention.
Yeah, and then also his pauldrons too. I know it kind of gets covered up with that little neck piece that he's got, but those pauldrons are really good as well. So
the pauldrons, the belt. I mean, the belts are really cool, and I love the color of this belt, and the sheaths now that we're getting with the swords and stuff like that.
Hashtag belt pack.
Pelvic
We need it.
pauldrons.
Yeah, I think out of every figure in this wave, he's the most customizer friendly. With the black joints and the cloth parts and all that. I could see him being used for many pop and swaps for years to come.
Oh yeah, for sure. Good pick. Yep. It is past Travis's bedtime. I'm trying to hurry it up. I know he's gonna pass out.
Travis needs to go moisturize too, but different than Eric. So
sword.
That is the plan, buddy.
Hot tubs are calling.
All right. We're down to it, baby. Here it is.
By the way, I like the big diorama behind Pelvicus Travis. Super cool, your diorama.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's a mountain dio. That's a good one.
What's even better?
How big is that diorama?
It's probably 10 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did a video maybe because it looks like familiar. You did a video for that.
I have done videos for it. The best part about it is my wife made it. So.
Oh yeah, yes. It's because I looks like familiar that I saw somewhere something like your dio. Super cool.
I'm sure. Probably Pornhub.
Justice Curry. Yeah. It's on OnlyFans if you'd like to get on there.
Only Legions.
10 feet. 10 feet. That's a lot of room.
You can lay down fully like that.
Yeah.
Shoot me like one of your legions.
Perfect.
I love it.
Perfect. All right. With that, Mr. Allen, are you prepared with some spooky music? You ready? Let's do it. I guess I didn't fade that one in. Come on. I mean, we kind of knew this was going to happen, right? Headless Horseman, by far, for number one, just outweighed everything else for number one. Beautiful. So cool. Nice.
By the way, in my career as a musician, I did some soundtrack for horror short movies. So,
nice.
Do that.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah. The Headless Horseman. I mean, I think despite it being, a 2-pack in the horse, I think there's a lot of people in the Cabal now, and other places. I put this in other Discords and stuff like that. But I think there's a lot of people in those places that this is their first, foray towards. I realize it's not a Mythic Legion, but it's towards Mythic Legion, and I think a lot of people, kind of weight it that way. And it's great, man. I mean, it's going to be the top of my full top 10 list out of everything toy wise that I've collected this year. So it's definitely a worthy number one for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the Horsemen aren't dummies. I mean, between whether it's the PowerCon debut figures, the horses, I think brought some new people to the lines, Figure Obscura, Cosmic, they keep finding new ways to pull in new customers. And this is just another example of that for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pull up some people's comments about their number one and stuff like too after this real quick. We'll just run through some of those. But Curtis, to get through our number ones, what was your number one?
My number one was Bardrick. Once again, brand new pieces, head to toe.
Yep.
I think people have been clamoring for an Oppo for years. And I think this adds a little bit more diversity to the line. And
Absolutely.
It feels like people skipped out on this a lot. Like I've seen a lot of people say that they, don't like this figure. I think it's gorgeous. I think that people are going to kick themselves when they see it in person if they don't have one, because it's just amazing. And the torso and the skirt piece, I know we talked about that skirt piece with Valak, but the way that they painted it, the brown instead of the black, and made it looks like real leather. I've had people that see this figure that'll ask, is that leather on those figures? And it's just such a good paint job. So
you say yes, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The weathering on here is so. This is what I mean. Again, or it's Legion's Lounge. This is what we're talking about. But I don't want to sound like a shill, but their paint is so good, man. What they pull out of the factory and what they get, you know what I mean, without any slop, without any oh, that looks like somebody did it. Just each one of these little things has a little bit of darkness around it, where they would have been indented, and there's edging here, and there's a little bit of dirt and wear underneath the ridges. I mean, yes, we those of us who do customizing, you can do that with with a wash or something like that, but it's still impressive to be done on a mass scale, you know what I mean? On a line.
And especially when you talk, I mean, we talk about value in these figures all the time, but when you're talking about a $37 figure and you see this level of detail, like the individual buckles and the rivets and things like that, it's like, there's no, they don't spare. It's not like they, skip on any of this stuff. It's just an amazing figure. And so I had to go with this one, number one.
Yep. Weekend Gamer says yes to everything that Curtis said about Lord Bardrick. Sorry. I don't have that. I would like to see that it'll be a little softer, but it's it's tricky too. You know what I mean? You could more plastics means more cost. So I don't know. I'd love to see that a little bit more flexible down the line for sure. Yep.
I think for me, if I was quote unquote playing with the figures more, then I would probably maybe agree with that. But just to pose them and throw them in a DTOF, I'm fine with it the way it is.
I mean, we're talking about the difference between a $90-$100 figure too.
Yep, that's the difference.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to continue to pay $37 for it, you might not get. I don't even need the individual things to be maybe 2 or 3 pieces or something that, if it turned, one piece could go up and the other pieces could stay back or something like that. It does get a little tricky to turn his head, but I don't doubt that they're going to improve that kind of stuff in the future, but it's still, despite that, a killer looking figure, man. It's really, really good. Wow. Dark Knight Legion builder number 1. Well, yeah, that's probably true. All right. Mr. Allen.
Before to reveal my number 1, I think that one of the big things of this line is that for you got the realistic side of the figures, the details.
Yes.
I remember when I fall in love with Mythic Legions was because my first figure was King Brondon. I was super surprised about the details. The release was sort of looks like to have in your hand a character jump out from whatever movie, And because of that, I fall in love. I decide to create a stop motion series. But because of the release, you can't find something similar in another line. You can find nice figure, but not so detailed, so accurate like Mythic Legions.
Right.
So I think if you want quality, if you want art, not only a figure, you need to pay it a little bit. But you will be happy when you got the final result, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And now I'm trying to play 3 instruments at the same time. I never done this before.
Wow.
Wow.
Hold on to your
Groundbreaking
hats, kids.
performance.
Exclusive.
So I can do that, but because I like
I'm
challenging.
not even going to focus on the figures. You're going right to you, man. Holy cow.
Okay, let's see if
I don't even see how this is going to be possible, but you're going to pull a Jimmy Page here with the oh yeah, he is. Look at that.
I'm like Elithia right now.
I'm not sure I want to know what you're going to play the piano with, Mr. Allen.
It's time to reveal my number 1. Yes, my number 1 is related with one of my favorite guests of my show.
Oh, thank you.
He's an amazing artist. They did an awesome illustration for Mythic Legions. You know that you need something super cool accessories, also for a giant. And because they're awesome, beautiful accessory pack, my number 1 is the Elf Giant. With the accessory pack created by Nate Birch. Because I love dwarfs, but I like also barbarian. And finally, we have a giant barbarian bearded guy. They remember me also berserker, a wrestler of the 80s, early 90s. So my number 1 is the half giant with the accessory pack. So when I saw the, thank you so much, Master Versial Toy Hunter, the Half Giants with the accessory pack, to me, was a dream come true. I have a bearded giants with these antlers in the helmets. Something that is super cool, but also is something new, because we haven't so far an accessory pack in this size. And also, we never had before this type of huge barbarian, but with a long beard. It's a character that, to me, deserve a name and deserve a bio, because as a huge charisma, the big hammer, the big shield is awesome. So this one, to me, is the best figure released this year because of something really new, and also super unique, many super. And I need to say about this, because this is a real Viking badass giant. It's like a berserker that can destroy everyone. I put this guy in the good guy's side of my story, but is a mean character. It's something that can handle the battle and become the only survivor, like a Survivor Series match of wrestling.
There you go. Yeah, it was tough to not. I mean, this is a set, so I didn't put this in as a figure, but it kind of went hand in hand with the half giant. So I don't know if anybody voted for the half giant thinking that this was part of this. I probably should have put the half giant / Noble Birch, barbarian builder pack, you know what I mean? So live and learn. Next year, if there's another one like this, we'll pair it up with the body that it goes with, because this is one of my favorites too. I mean, this combination is killer. It's just killer.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that would have made my top 5 if that was together on the list.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really sure how to put it together on the list, but I guess next year, live and learn will say the combination or something like that, because it is really meant to go with this, and they sold it together, so it is kind of that's the way I thought of it out of the box. You know what I mean? I took all that other stuff off, and I'm like, yep, this is the way it's going to be. So.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to let it slide, Mr. Allen. It works. You're right. You're correct. It should have been on the list, and good for you.
And those pauldrons are just amazing. I mean, they're massive,
insane.
And I'm just so happy to get pauldrons for ogres in the line at this point, because for the longest time I was just like, give me a set, give me one pauldron. So yeah, love those.
You know what I like about this set is that I hated this prototype. Everything was so heavy. The shield was so heavy that even an ogre scale like this He just couldn't hold it up. It was so heavy. It was ridiculous. The pauldrons didn't quite fit well, so they were falling off. Everything was falling off. The shoulder strap, the strap that's around his chest, was hard resin. So like you had to put it on and not disturb it because it would crack in half. I think it did crack in half at one point. It was nuts. But getting this in hand and then putting it on, like, oh my God, how smooth this is and how light it is. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Amazing set.
Yeah.
And
Somebody should do a
Cullen has
picture of me
proved
fighting.
that you can use that shield as a belt buckle. So
Yeah, that's true. He was wearing that at Legion's Con.
right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely. All right. Travis, your final number one
Numero uno.
pick is
He's got it. Put him up.
let me see. Oh,
Disqualified.
Peter.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But that's number one.
It is a great figure.
Yep. For me, it was Varg.
Oh wow.
Yep. It's as soon as they showed that little creepy monster, I was like all in on that guy. And if he's not in your top 5, you're dead to me. So
Oh, thank God. Wow, this man.
There's
You'll
just so much I love about him, and I look forward to like continuously seeing like people doing customs using all those pieces. And
Yeah.
yep, it's just it's a great figure.
Yeah, this neck piece is a great piece. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's some reuse here, stuff we've seen before, but the feet, the hands with the claws, and yeah, it's just awesome, man. I love this guy.
That's cool. You started with Decebalus and ended with Varg, so good bookends there.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Jonathan, you got for us at number 1, numero uno. You got him right there.
Yep. My number one.
Hang on. I'm gonna embiggen you. We know it's not the Headless Horseman. Oh yeah, nice.
Alithia.
Good pick. Good pick.
Alithia, because I don't know, sometimes you open a figure and you just have a reaction to it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got Alithia during this past summer, and opened her up, she blew me away.
Yep.
There's so much detail here. I told you before how much I love the whole vampire aesthetic, the shiny blacks, the silvers, the purples, all of the detail now that's coming in on this wave, and the wired cloth goods and the crazy accessories, all this stuff. Alithia is the reason why I made a video in the first place, because I received the figure and I had to just talk about her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And from the moment I laid eyes on her, just the crazy things she brought to the line, the back piece, all that stuff. She blew me away, and it's going to be tough for any figure of this year for me to come close to her. She is the queen of the damned.
Yeah. I had to put her in the top 5. Everything you said is true. When you open it up and you hold it in your hand, it's like the presence that it has is amazing. And even in prototype form, when I shot it, it was just incredible. Couldn't believe it. And she looks great on the horse, and she works. You know what I mean? There's none of this stuff. It looks very fiddly and very like difficult to deal with, but she's really not. It's really not a hard figure to pose with all this stuff. It sticks. It's very solid, and like you said, all the wired goods. The one thing I had was tricky was this sort of tail.
I didn't know what to do with that, but then C. Jessom was on.
Yes,
where he was on, but he described
on our show. Yeah,
here. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. He was telling us how to put it on.
That's right. Yeah, it was right on Legion's Lounge. Appropriately. That's where she goes, and it just. She's just an incredible figure.
This is a good pick, man. It was hard not to put her number 1 because she is incredible.
Plus, she's hot.
Sure. And she's hot. Yeah, like Blue Alith. Like there's something about like these pale chicks, man. I don't know what it is. It's weird. Or I'm weird. One of the two. Bill, what do you got for your numero uno?
So
do you have it in hand?
Funny. I don't have it in hand. It's
okay.
It's disassembled right now, as are almost all of my figures. But It's funny that you mentioned Alithia there because she was. So when I do my video reviews, sometimes I get crazy and try to get nuts with the posing, and that was one of my favorite opening shots was of my Alithia video. I just was able to like really capture something awesome with that opening pose on the turntable and stuff. But there was one that I felt topped that in terms of the opening shot of my videos. And I'm probably a little biased on this one for my number one pick, and it is the Headless Horseman.
Yep.
I did get to be a part of that, that first exclusive look. It's, to me, the complete package. It has a horse, obviously. It has... So one of the reasons why Valak wasn't in my list was because I was able to get a lot of him in there with this pick, right? So it has one of the best bodies this year. It also has the wired cloth goods. It's got these brand new head sculpts. It's got translucent plastic fire flames. It's just got like everything. It's such a complete package. And, there's no surprise that a lot of people picked the Headless Horseman as...
Damn, you're prolific, man. Good Lord. I can't
Sorry,
find
I
it.
have a lot of pictures.
There it is. Wait, no, that's not. Well, there it is. There we got one there. There we go.
Yeah, that was my outdoor.
And then the famous background there.
Yeah, I was very excited to be able to pull that off.
That's a cool shot right there. I love that.
On the opening, the turntable, to be able to pull that off on the turntable and to really show people like it can do this pose.
Yep.
Yep. That sword goes so good with it.
Yep.
Your video really sold that figure for me.
That was like a half-hour video.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
You killed that one, Bill.
Yeah, I've been sort of waiting on this one to say that, like, I'm sure we all do, that like I watch hundreds of toy reviews every year. Hundreds of toy reviews every year. And there's no question that in 2022, the best toy review that I saw was Bill's review of the Headless Horseman. I remember that morning when it came out, I was hollering. I was screaming. Came out, I was like, oh my God, no way. And then I saw the video and it's like, it's epic. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wait, he got it to stand up like that? Like, Bill, that's the best toy review of the year, period.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even close. I can vividly remember that morning, waking up, seeing the figure, ordering it, and then very shortly after the video goes live, and it was just amazing. And I know you got a lot of views on that video for sure. I probably was a dozen of them. Yeah, it was so good, Bill. And yeah, I agree with Jonathan. Definitely review of the year for sure.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely. And figure maybe of the year. Nate, what say you about number one?
I'm with Bill, and he's
right back to
about the complete package. Excuse me. And part of the reason I love it so much is the packaging. It's another amazing piece that Nate Barch put together. The art is just incredible. And ever since we got a horse from the Four Horsemen, I wanted a black one. With those bottom leg pieces or that furrier one that we get on Arethyre's horse. So, yeah, I mean, just it's unbelievable the value that you get with it. It's
cool pictures, Nate. I love your pictures.
Right? You see that little thing right there? Awesome, man. Yep. I mean, it's hard. It's hard not to.
For you guys, for the photographers, just the fact that they throw in like the two mains, the one laying flat and the one that's like blowing in the wind, like it gives you those extra looks for when you're doing those shots. So that's cool.
For sure.
Yep.
All right. My final number
Last but
one.
not least.
Maybe least, but I gotta change the stream. Sorry. Anticlimactic a crossing is changing. Is Alder man. Yeah. I love this thing, man. Since I saw it in prototype form, I was blown away by the size of this thing. I asked one of the first things I asked Eric when I met him. Like, I got to know him first, but I said, "Listen, man, I need an elk. I need a giant elk.
Yeah, that's got to be
because I
nice.
want." And he's like, "Yeah, there might be something like that." Little did I know, a year or two later, it was probably like 2 years later. Yeah, moose, and it's incredible. I love. I am just going to hang on a second. I'm gonna let's go over to little Instagram and do a little. I love this thing, man.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
look how great that looks. Like it just looks.
You've made him
so
look even
good.
bigger than he is in this photo. It's like,
Well, if you watch my behind the scenes, which I'm putting together right now, these guys are a little bit stretched out, crouched down. I could have just probably lifted him up, but like I didn't. I put him in place, and I didn't want to move him. But he is big, though. I mean,
Yeah,
those
I mean,
legs
he's
are
massive.
huge, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only by like a little bit that these guys are a little short. But
It's a beautiful shot. Looks like a scene from a movie. Also,
Yeah.
the forest, everything is really
put a little music to it, Alan. Let's get a little.
It looks like a painting.
I mean, but you got
That's beautiful, man.
9 chairs.
I didn't bring it up for praise, but like. Beautiful. I think you're sneaking in your theme song, Alan. I see what you're doing there. Yeah, but I just in context, you know what I mean? It's easy to look at those pictures and say it's really cool, but in context, this thing looks so freaking good, man. I mean, look in this picture, it's one of the, like, I think Artemis looks great too, but it just looks, it's a great figure, man.
It's a great,
it looks so good, and
piece. It's a great centerpiece.
With I don't have it up on my page. I don't know why, but it's like with the moose and Father Christmas. It looks incredible too.
Shot.
So yeah, it's a fantastic.
And thank you, Phil. Great show, fellas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, Phil.
Okay.
Appreciate
Merry
it.
Christmas.
Really quickly, I am going to do this wheel of names. I'm gonna give everybody the like, especially Travis, the ability to take off here before we do this drawing, because this take a while. I'll probably do. I don't know if I'll do a one spin or I'll do a removal thing. But I know everybody, it's getting really late. Maybe I'll just do a one spin.
One spin sounds good.
All right, let's do one spin. Let's do it. Let's see who's going to win. So here's what you're going to win. These are all the people who gave to the Toys for Tots charity. We'll probably do some more drawings for like this for super chats and stuff in the future. But first place is, because I have people from the 1/6 pack as well in this. You were either going to get a $50 Sideshow gift card, or courtesy of David at Horseheads Toys and Collectibles, you're going to get a Krona, which now is like in the 90s or 100s at this point in the secondary market. And then we'll do a second place real quick. It'll be a $25 gift certificate for Sideshow, or a $25 gift certificate from Store Horsemen. Third place is a set of steak knives.
Nice.
Steak knives, you say?
Those targeted ads are on point, I gotta say.
Yeah, right? Look at this.
Sideshow.
Perfect. Exactly. All right. So here's the spin for, we'll do second place first. All right. So this is second place. Here we go. And the winner is
Big money.
Lithia.
Oh,
Tommy. Wow.
Nice. Congratulations, Tom.
Congrats,
I know which
Tom.
I don't know which one he's going to pick. He may pick either the Store Horseman or Sideshow. I'm not really sure.
I guess Sideshow, but yeah, good point. Who knows?
All right, I'm going to take Tom out of this now, so he can't win. And here we go for first place. And yes, everybody's in here. Nate, everybody who put in is in here. So, oh, Josh MC, nice.
Congrats.
Man. Congratulations. That's first place. So, Josh, just let me know what you want. Do you want the Sideshow gift certificate, or do you want the Krona? I think I know which one you're going to pick. Maybe not. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
Hey, and kudos back to you, Trevor, for matching, buying, all that stuff, man. That was a great thing you did this year. So
thank you. It was a lot of
cheers
fun,
to
and I
that.
want to do it next year. It was great. It felt really good. Probably one of the best parts of Christmas this year, the holidays and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's kudos to all you guys for contributing. Really appreciate it. Walter and Jeremy put in some money as well on the outside of super chats, and some other people did some super thanks and things like that later on. So it was
Nice.
great. Congratulations to everybody.
Yep.
And feel good about yourselves, man. You did some good stuff.
One more plug for Noble Bear doing another
Yes.
fundraiser. So go there and
two more days and I think 20. We're down to 21 hours. So I think it ends the 22nd at 7 p.m. I think, something like that. Mm-hmm.
And while we were doing the show, I did get a notice that I was outbid on that one piece. So,
oh, all right, there wasn't me. I'm sorry. There you go, man. Krona for sure, man. Right? I mean, I looked it up today, and I'm like, damn, that's like a first prize. That's like $100 figure now at this point.
That's awesome.
So that's killer. All right, so Josh, just get a hold of me. You know where I am on Instagram, and I will get that out to you. And Tom, I know where you are, so I'll get a hold of you. Everybody here on this panel, thank you very much for coming tonight. I know it's been 2 hours, not too bad for a top 5 and everybody's top 5 and discussing and stuff, but it's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Appreciate it. Curtis, what do you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, actually, I was just talking to Jesse today, and I think we're going to do kind of an impromptu Christmas Eve show on Shooting the Shelf. So not sure if it's just going to be me and Jesse or if we're going to have a guest on, but probably be sometime in the evening, Christmas Eve. So that should be a lot of fun. And then we come back January 8th after the first of the year with a mega guest, kind of a surprise thing coming, but mega guest coming.
Mega guest.
Mega guest. Yep.
Cool.
Nice. Are his initials TW?
We can't say anything, but mega guest coming. But yeah, join us this Christmas Eve if you're just kind of hanging around, and should be fun.
That's cool. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Yep.
I don't get to push Mythic Legions on that show though. It's not as much fun. Mr. Allen, you got some stuff coming up. I know that you've got a show like every other day.
Yeah,
You're a busy man.
An episode yesterday with JP Mavinga, this designer, illustrator.
I caught some of that. That was good.
And for for Christmas, for December 24, 25 will be some Christmas special videos. And also we'll do a toy room tour in the end of the year. And also the show will restart on, I believe, on January 7 with Eric LeBron as a special guest. And on my other channel, my channel with wrestling, every day wrestling live stream. And will be also coming soon the celebration of Mr. and of the Toys channel, Mythic Legions part with many guests, about the 3 million views of the channel. Another, I can't reveal so far the date, but with some guests. There will be also another guest. I try to remember because I have too many.
Better get an invite to that one.
Yeah, maybe it could be interesting have all 3 members of the Legions Lounge.
Oh, it would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah,
it'd be fun.
Never been before, so let's see.
Nice.
Because I use the basic version of StreamYard, so I can have only 5 guests.
Oh, all right, okay, gotcha.
But
just pay for the month and then cancel it after that. You can get a bunch of people.
Yeah. So I have many things to do also because my channel is a channel also of toy news. So on this channel you can find toy news for every brand every day. It's a big effort because I need to upload many videos just to give you toy news, because I create this channel also as a service for every toy collector to stay ready for every toy news for every brand, including something that I know I don't collect, honestly. Because for something that I collect, I do the reviews. Meanwhile, I give you a little short of crazy story. Sometimes I do a live stream for my wrestling channel to comment wrestling. It's a channel bigger, a channel of 51,000 subscribers, over 9 million views, a channel only wrestling. during the live stream for wrestling, I upload video for Mr. Alan to do the same stuff together because I have the time to do everything. And when I have free time, I work with my novels as a writer. So I'm super busy every day. And by the way, it's 5 a.m., but later after the show, I will do my dinner because before I was too busy to have a dinner, too many stuff to do.
You are a unique and talented person, and you are a hardworking person, man, for sure. I think you got to do more wrestling figures on your toy channel to get all those wrestling people over onto the toy channel.
Yes, I have because I created a WWF Hasbro Federation. I love the WWF Hasbro of the early 90s. And I created a federation inspired of the 80s of wrestling, like a character like Under the Giants, but also Big John Stunt, King Kong Bundy. And I designed the custom, and my friend is a sculptor, sculpt for me the custom to create the roster of the federation. And every week there is a stop motion for that.
Very good. And everybody loves you.
Trevor, you need to talk to the studio and get him to make a barbarian that loves to wrestle. So.
That's right.
There is a barbarian character in wrestling. Call it Barbarian.
You see this? Jordan, sorry, man. I'm trying to get the Jordan from Canada one.
Sorry.
We love you, Mr. Allen. There you go.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Jordan.
Travis, wait past your bedtime. You okay, buddy? What?
I was just going to say, you may want to rephrase do you have anything you want to plug? Travis.
That's why you're on the show, Nate. That's why you're on the show.
Right. Yeah. Check us out at My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me. No, actually don't. You shouldn't. And feel free to follow me on OnlyFans. And thank you guys for having me. You really should.
Super fun, Travis.
Look for him in toy shows all across the mid-north. What the hell is that called there?
Midwest.
In the middle of the Midwest. Is that the Midwest?
Midwest.
Is it the West?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I make it there.
All right. Yeah. Cool. And enjoy his figure. Play with him.
Please.
Put him in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Jonathan, my friend, what do you got for us? Saturday, you're going to be on this Saturday?
Yeah,
it's Christmas.
I don't know how to follow Travis without getting thrown off YouTube. Yeah, we are. Eric, Ryan, and myself are planning to go live on Christmas Eve.
Very nice.
Not sure what time yet, but we'll make it a special holiday celebration. So please join us. We'll be hanging out and
be there.
Have some fun.
Cool. Very nice.
And I
Billy,
go ahead.
No, go ahead. You would love. Go ahead. Yes.
I was going to say that I would love to have my a crow review up, but I haven't gotten my crow yet. So
okay, yeah, I haven't got my crow either. I got
really
that.
These in-hand picks are looking good.
Yeah,
I got the Theodore sod cutter, but I didn't get the crow. I was worried that they didn't charge me for the crow and they canceled it or something like that. And I have to congratulate you for making it through the show with that sweater on the entire time. And the shirt and tie.
And a big shout out to anybody that's watched my Theodore sod cutter review. That
was great. Oh yeah, definitely go watch that because I think
good.
it's the only one up at this point still.
Yeah,
it was.
There's not many people that have it that have done a review for it, so go watch it.
First ever review that broke 1,000 views, and
that's awesome.
Congratulations! It's over that now, so I'm super pumped about that. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Great. Congrats, man. Congrats on the channel. You're doing a great job on that too.
Special thanks to Bill from the Door Clear. Special thanks to the Legions Lounge too, because I did my first ever review of Ilithia. And the next day, you guys were plugging me on Legions Lounge. So thank you so much.
Which we try to support. It's a good community and there's a lot of good people in it. So definitely. Bill, Thursday, Dork Lair, Sears Catalog, Larry's back, and Squeaky Chair.
And right now, tonight, already,
nice.
I have up on my channel a review of the Fresh Monkey Fiction Classic Santa and the accessory pack, which is A Tale of Two Cities. I love this figure. Find out what I think about the accessory pack in my video.
Ho, go there right after this. Sorry, that was terrible. Oh, God.
It's late.
I apologize for that. It's late, and I've had a lot to drink. So, Nate.
Yes.
What do you got going on? What are you shooting, man? What's on the table?
Man, yeah, I got my vacation starts in a couple days. So I hope to get some more shots in soon. I got all kinds of stuff from Legions Con. I want to shoot, so be on the lookout at Corona4 on Instagram.
What are you thinking about shooting?
Well, coming up next, I've got that great Mr. Grinch sort of dwarf or goblin kind of head.
Oh,
that-
cool.
I forget who sculpted it, but I've EMO painted it.
Okay.
So he's on deck right now. So watch out for
Nice.
him the next couple days.
Oh, yeah, I know all the Christmas shots, man. I got to get my
Yeah.
Christmas shot done. I only got a few days. It's weird. Like I've still got shopping to do, but my first thought is like I've got to get a Christmas shot done. It's ridiculous. Really, I don't know what's wrong with us. I think we're not going to do the 1/6 back on Friday. I don't think. I don't know whether we're gonna. Well, we won't be back next Monday. We'll probably be back in 2 Mondays from now.
The new year.
But the articulators, I'm trying to get some stuff done, and I may do some lives here and there just for the hell of it, because I'll probably be bored because I won't be working for a week. So look for me, hit the bell, see when I'm on here, see what I'm talking about. Thank you everybody for joining us. Hit that like on the way out. There's 77. We had like 80, 85 people in here tonight.
It hit 100.
Oh, did it hit 100?
We're
Okay,
in.
cool.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to MuskyCon.
Oh,
I'm coming to MuskyCon.
you
I gotta
are.
talk to you about that. Yeah, I want to come.
All right.
Totally. Yeah. I'm there.
Oh, damn.
Fantastic.
As long as you got a cot, I'm not staying at Travis's. I'm sorry. No offense.
Dude, just get your shots. You'll be okay.
And I don't do hot tubs. That's like a cesspool, man. No fucking way.
Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, we'll
Trevor.
talk. We'll talk.
All right,
Trevor,
we'll talk.
seriously, you're gonna be one of those guys that stays at Bashatti's house?
No, I'm staying at Nate. I'm staying with Nate.
He lives on the other side of the state. He's staying at my house.
I'm staying in
All
the.
right.
Well, we'll talk. Yeah.
All right. We'll talk.
Thanks for the super chat, Curtis.
Thank you for the super chat, Curtis, and all that trouble you just caused. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a great Hanukkah. Have a great
Hanukkah,
Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
Kwanzaa after that, and Happy New Year if we don't see you until then. And may all your mythic dreams come true. See ya.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye bye.
Thanks for having me, guys.